Alrighty, guys. Here's the last part of setup, and it's the one that's a little more complicated and takes a little bit of time. But now that we have all of our traits, you are going to create 3 experiences, each one in a separate memory. So like it's going to take up experience number 1 slots that you have left. And what you're going to do is between your characters, your skill, and your resources, you're going to put 2 together at a time to create a unique experience that you might have from your life. So the easiest thing is to just kind of show you through this. Don't worry about trying to be like super creative or nothing. If they end up kind of like, it doesn't matter, because this is just like starting off your character. So let me show you what I did, and maybe that might help. So as a refresher, so my skills are the languages I speak. I'm good with sailing, and I'm good with ropes and knots. My resources are this favorite knife, this house in Constantinople, this trunk of money, and my characters are my captain, my mom, and my cousin. So using those 9 things, I'm gonna like combine them to make some experiences. It's just some things that give my character a little bit, make my character a little bit more fleshed out. So for this one, right? So at the end of this, you'll have experience number 1 filled up in every single memory. Memory number 1, experience number 1, that was our setup. That was the background of the character. So the next 3, these are all the ones that I'm creating in this step 2. While traveling abroad for work, I was able to stash money away and buy a small house within the city walls of Constantinople. Right? So that combines my trunk of money and my house. So that two of my resources, I put them together to kind of make this thing. That's what I did, right? I saved some money, I bought a house. No one knows about these things. Next experience. While the plague rules of the city have kept Mama and me apart, as a traveler to foreign lands I must stay on an island outside of the city, I still send her part of my earnings every time I come home from sea. Right? So that combines my boats, my work on boats, and the character of my mother. So I put those 2 things together. There's another little experience that starts me. And my last one, on our 3rd voyage together, Captain Buonarosa gave me a Persian dagger to thank me for my loyalty and not stealing from him when I had the chance. So now I've combined another character, the captain, and another resource, my Persian dagger. Right? So in these, I used a few. You can see I didn't use everything. Right? I didn't talk about my cousin. I actually did use all my resources, and I talked about in a boat, but I did not talk about my languages. That's okay, right? Like these first memories, you're filling up slots. You're just kind of fleshing out your character a little bit more. But to give you a little structure, what you want to do is use a character, a skill, or a resource in combination with one other piece as well. So use 2 pieces, 2 resources, a character and a resource, a skill and a resource, 2 characters, whatever it happens to be, to help you drive that experience. And those experiences go in the experience number 1 slot for memory number 2, memory number 3, and memory number 4. And if you recall from last time, memory number 5, experience number 1, that was how you turned into a vampire. So now you have everything set. At the end of this, your documents should look like this. You should have a little summary on the title page. You should have 3 skills, none of them used. You see this says used. None of your skills are used yet. You have 3 resources. You have 1 vampire mark. You have 4 characters, 3 mortals from your previous life, 1 immortal who turned you, and you have 1 experience in each of your 5 memories. So up to memory number 5, you have an experience in each one. If you're using the print version, make sure you stick to just these first 5. That's part of the gameplay that we will talk about as we go. Alrighty, so if you got all this, then you are set and you are ready for the rules explanation and the prompts for the storytelling, which will be in the next part.